Today join me on the Grand Union Canal. Down here with Matt from London City Angler again. He's going to kindly film me. And we're going to fish the pole, predominantly for roach. I've just been sort of plumbing the depth and deciding what I'm going to do, what sort of attack I'm going to approach the swim with. As I say, there's quite a lot of roach in here. So my two main approaches to begin with are going to be a bread punch line kind of in the centre of the canal at about 6.5–7 metres, and then I'm going to fish a caster line further across, probably start at 11.5 metres, and if I need to chase the fish across as the day progresses, then that's what I'll do. And I should probably feed quite heavy to begin with. There's been a fair few fish topping. I know this place, there's a lot of fish here. I'm kind of go out, all out and tack it basically. Okay, this is my punch crumb for feeding down the middle. Essentially what I've done is I've liquidised a loaf of bread up with the crust is cut off, and then I've dampened that up using an atomizer spray to get it a bit more damp. And then I've added some white crumb in there. Now white crumb is quite sort of stodgy and doughy, and what that does is it allows me to squeeze the bait and so it falls down to the bottom before breaking up. And to aid that process, I've added a bit of aquarium gravel in here as well, and that makes them even heavier, so they just go straight down to the bottom. What tends to happen with bread punch is if you feed a light, fluffy, loose cloud of it, it tends to attract really small little roach up in the upper layers of the water, so you get in a lot of unhittable bites, and when you are catching them, they're small. That is one of the disadvantages of bread punch. It doesn't always sort out the better fish. So one way of doing that is to avoid that cloud effect, get the bait on the deck and just fish over the top of it. If this does not work today and we end up getting pestered by little fish, I'm going to abandon it and I'm just going to pull ground bait on that line, and it's kind of an experiment. We'll see what happens. Right, I'm going to put a nice big ball about the size of a small orange in of punch crumb. I'm going to squeeze that fairly hard so it just goes straight down to the bottom. Basically going to be as big as I can fit in there. Right, I'm just going to pot out some casters on my far line, a decent handful, probably 50 or 60 casters, and then I'm just going to ping loose feed over the top of the catapult. Right, I've just explained my bread rig. As you can see, the swim's about just over 4 foot deep. Got a 4x14 float. That's about 0.4 of a gram, I think. Got 0.1 main line. About 18 inches from the hook, I've got a little bulk of number 8s there. It's basically to get the bait down through the water quick to where the fish are. And then just strung out below there, I've got 3 number, I think they're number 9 shot. And they're essentially kind of telltale shots, so if the fish takes it on the drop, my float's going to be sticking up in the air rather than settling properly. That goes down to a 0.9 hook length and a size 16 B611 hook, which is a fine wire, a fairly strong hook.
One of the worst runs I've ever had. Yes, I like it. Not big.
The elastic in this one is a number 2 to 4 hollow. I've got this rig here as well for squat fishing and squat and pinky fishing if I decide to do that later on. That's actually the same float again, so it's a 4x14. And then I've just got a little scattered bulk of number 9s there. The spacing is gradually getting further and further apart. And then I've got, I think, 4 number 10 droppers This is a finer rig. This goes down to 0.8 hook length and a 22 hook. And pinkies are pretty small, so you need a fairly small hook to match the size of the bait. And it's got the same 2 to 4 elastic in there as well. Okay, and this one is my caster rig. It's a slightly lighter float. Same main line, I think it's 0.1. And I've got the shot just a shirt button style in the bottom half of the rig. And that goes down to 0.9 hook length. And again, that's a size 16 B611 hook there. So it's quite a strong hook. I'm fishing quite positively, you know, and I don't really want my hooks to be getting bent and stuff like that. I just want to be able to sort of catch the fish quickly. So a nice strong hook is the order of the day. And the elastic on that one is I think it's a 5. Alright, we'll start off fishing down the middle. 5mm bread punch. We'll see what happens. I've been catching pretty steadily on the bread punch. Got the roach there. And I've had a couple of tries on the caster. It's not really worth fishing it yet. I've caught a few, a couple of dace and one quite nice roach, but yeah, I'm going to concentrate on the bread for now because I think I'm kind of catching more on that at the moment. Well, we've had about 5 hours fishing or so, and we're going to call it a wrap now. It's well, the wind's got up actually, and fishing's been good but patchy. I wasn't able to get them going on the casters, and I caught most of my fish on bread. After about 3 hours, I did ball it in on a separate line to see whether I could settle a few of the hybrids, because I've caught a few hybrids today and little skimmers. I wondered whether we could get a few of those, but that hasn't really worked either. We caught well on the bread, various fish from, you know, small roach around about an ounce or so up to some, you know, half decent net fish. So it's been a nice day. I think we'll pull them out in a minute and have a look. Alright, we've just given them a little weigh. It was £11 10 ounces altogether. You can see they're mostly roach. Had a few skimmers, a few hybrids and a few dace as well. But for a winter's day that's quite a nice day's fishing. I'm going to actually fish on and let my production team go home and do a bit of editing. So I shall see you next time. Cheers.